am doing a speech for a public speaking class, and my speech today is going to be on family traditions. I brought a picture of my two children with my great-grandmother, their great-great-grandmother, and also brought a few other things that I'll get to in a minute. Our family has several different traditions that we do throughout the year. We have a Christmas exchange gift that we do. Our middle names are another one of our traditions. My middle name is Hope. That's after my grandmother's first name. And my daughter's middle name is Dawn, after my mother's first name, and so on. So we do those. I have taken my children, and still do, every year at Christmas. We buy hot chocolate and drive around and go look at the Christmas lights. And this one that I'm going to talk about today is cold water buns. My great-grandma Cindy in this picture started this tradition from when I can remember. She was born in 1903. She died shortly after she was 100 years old. She was a pretty cool lady. She loved God, she loved playing cards, and she loved being with family, and she loved to cook. So I think my whole family got that from her. She taught my grandmother, my mother, myself, and my daughter all how to make these cold water buns. I brought her original handwritten recipe that you can see has been used and used and used. The tradition on these particular cold water buns are an Easter Sunday bun, and you bake them Easter morning, and you have fresh buns. So I brought with you, or for you, the recipe to the buns. So I'll set that here. If anybody wants one after I'm done, you can take one. And I'm going to give you the instructions on how to make these. So cold water buns take 2 days to make. That's why we don't make them all the time. But on Easter Sunday, the day before, we make the dough, and you use 2 loaves of bread dough. You can use homemade or traditionally. Now I have sped it up a little bit, and I use frozen bread dough. But you mix it in a big old silver bowl, and you put water, salt, sugar, and lard in the bowl, and you hand mix it and knead it and knead it and knead it. It's slimy and gooey. And when you're done with that, you add 1 cup of flour at a time, between 7 and 9 cups total, until your dough is the consistency you want. And then you let that dough rise for 5 to 7 hours, depending on temperature and whatnot. And then after it's risen and doubled in size, you take it out and you form the buns, and you put them on cookie sheets, and then you cover them, and you let them rise all night that night, and then you bake them on Easter Sunday. Sorry.